Wednesday evening. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network, the Dirt Racing Network, and live coverage of the Midwest Truck Series tonight. 0.6 of a mile paperclip oval. This thing is tricky enough with any car that doesn't have a lot of horsepower, but these Craftsman trucks, lots of horsepower. It is going to be a fun one tonight. 100 laps for the main event. Drivers out here getting in some practice laps. 24 truck drivers have checked in. It's a lot of coffee. Maybe that's the wrong kind of truck. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's the middle of the week and I'm so confused. Hey, Teresa, Bill, Jay, I even see old Tiny Dancer in the house tonight. Everybody checking in from different places, and I've got old Tommy over on Twitch. So we are covered with knowing that we are getting out to everybody. Hope everybody's having a good week. Hump day. And that means the fun stuff. Truck racing. All your favorites in the house tonight. Kitzman, Pearson, Bigelow, Henning, Burdett, Hattisbeck, Vinny, Fisher, even O'Spalding in the house as well. Yeah, well, try to avoid it as long as you can, Scott King, because believe me, it ain't any fun. Scotty telling me that I am getting old, and I realize that, and it sucks. A lot of fun. Just a few shows left this week. The one here tonight that you are watching right now, and then 2 tomorrow night with Red Driver Mighty Midgets. Then next week, a little bit more of a limited broadcast schedule. We'll have one show on Sunday, the late show. Aces Up Sim Sports Pro Challenge Series. Monday night, well, that's the regular stuff. Dirt Slingers, Monday Night Thunder. Tuesday, we will have an off night. And Wednesday, we'll be right here with these boys before we head to Turkey Day and the big long break. The following week, jam-packed. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday, the first week in December. We will be busy. Scotty, I'm going to message you the instant this thing does not go live. I've got to go over to Aces Up for just a moment, but then I'll be in our Discord. I need to go over a few things with you, so be ready for that. I appreciate it. 3 or 4 minutes left in this session. If I'm reading this right, I see that Kitzman is our points leader, the 37 truck. Bigelow, Spalding, Pearson, Henning. That's your top 5 right now. Patchen, Haar, Fisher, Householder, and Blevins are the top 10. We've had, I think this is round number 6. And we have had 4 winners in 5 rounds. Kitzman won the first 2. Durand won the 3rd. Gibson the 4th. And Lamb picked up last week's win. A pretty good race at Kansas Speedway. Quick tail of the tape. This is where we're at. It's just a tick over 0.6 of a mile. Pretty near sea level. We got a lot of humidity in the air. That means that the air is wet, not making as much horsepower as we normally would. And maybe the track might just be a little slippery. Nice and cool out. We do have a little bit of a breeze at 10 miles an hour. Should be a good one nonetheless. Whoops, I did not mean for that to happen. What in the world? There we go. You got to push the right button. I was pushing the one next to it, and that don't do a doggone thing. Uh, 38 drivers have participated in the series so far this year. That's pretty good. Hello, Jane. Another Twitcher. We used to race here in the old pavement late model car. And I'll tell you what, you can get some serious speed down these two long straightaways. And these corners, they don't look very tight, but when you're at speed, they get super, super tight, super fast. And there's little banking on this racetrack. So this ought to be a pretty good one. 24 trucks, that's about the perfect size field. And this track takes on a completely different characteristic when you put that dirt on it, Scott, because it's way more flat than it actually is anyway, because they build the inside up so much. There's very little banking as it is, and they take it all away when we put the dirt on it. So I don't care that it's not there anymore. I just think this was a fun one, and I'm glad we got it before they tore this place up. It's produced some really good racing. The big block guys come here, and they love this big, long track. Those cars are made for this. So you're calling 8. Jay, where were you last night when over-under was the thing? It didn't matter. Nobody picked 0, and those guys went 125 straight laps with no cautions. Not a single one of us picked a 0. 8 cautions, though, huh? All right. I'll keep 8 in mind for you. If we had to do it, I always pick 7. It's just a number. It's a good number. Lucky 7. I've only picked up anything on it once, but that was 7 tequilas, and I've been with her for 30 years. So let's not talk about that. That may not have been the right kind of luck. You never know. All right, practice session over. We're going to go to qualifying. I need to not make fun. She probably is sitting in there listening to me, and she's going to come over here and hit me with a sauce pot or a frying pan or something in a minute. That would not be very fun. And I would definitely say that I had it coming. All right, driver's heading out. Let's go have a look. I know he is sitting on pit road. There we go. That's you, Escobar, in the 72 rolling out. Jesse Macy already headed up the backstretch. You can't miss that big old pink 52 truck. Yeah, it was season finale for ERA last night, and the guys are all vying. They were really close. The top 5 had a shot in the points. Man, those top 5, they raced each other very clean, very good. It was amazing. Yeah, you can bring me a shot of whiskey, Jay, and it might fix me. You never know. Kitzman already headed down the back stretch. Through turns 3 and 4. Yeah, I think he's going to have third to post time. Adam Vinny, 21.72. Your quickest right now. Kitzman third quick. Dana Burdick slipped in between. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Corey Blevins now to the top, 21.60. He and Haddisback just about the same. They're down to the thousandths of a second. Second time around, Kitzman fourth quick. Vinny stays third quick. Let's go watch Steve Henning. Henning is making his way around in the 12. Most of them, 19 of the 24 have taken time. We've got 3 or 4 still out. I don't see Kevin Spaulding on track just yet. Shane Haar, Elijah Fisher, neither one of them have made it out. Dakota Dennis just rolled out. He'll be getting around and going to the start-finish line to start his first timed lap here. Devin McCoy still 21st, so he's the last of the timed trucks. Heading up to 9th, Stephen Pearson was 5th quick just now. 21.70 for him. And Henning on lap 2 went from an 82 to a 78, picked up 1 spot. Now, Spaulding, Fisher, and Haar, all 3 on track, and Kevin Spaulding with more wild paint. This time, He-Man on the car, or on the truck, I should say. Wonder if Kevin has a comic book fetish. We may have to get him and ask him. First time around, 16th quick, Elijah Fisher. Up to 10th quick, Shane Haar streaks across the line. And Haar will go 13th quick. Last 3 trucks making it around. There goes Spalding. He picks it up to 15th. Elijah Fisher goes to 6th. And Shane Haar does not improve. He'll stay 13th. He ran the exact same lap time that he ran on the first lap. So consistency being what most guys are looking for, I would say that Shane Haar, right on the number. So Blevins, Hattisbeck, Vinny, Bear, and Pearson, top 5 in qualifying, all separated by just about a 1/10 of a second. Elijah Fisher just missed breaking into that top 5, few hundredths of a second. He and Brock Bigelow. Saw the 24 truck have a good run until the late stages at Kansas. He stayed up in the top 3-4 pretty much the whole time, and a pit stop, I think, is what got him, because he came out, got mired behind some traffic, and ended up getting into a little bit of a mess. So let's get ready to get down here. Look at the starting grid. It's a 100-lapper. Be Blevins and Hattisbeck, the 24 and the 63. On the front row, then the 11 of Adam Vinny, row 2 to the inside next to Todd Bear in the 40. You'll see the 83 of Stephen Pearson, row 3 next to Elijah Fisher in the 2. Inside of row number 4, the 27, Brock Bigelow, and his partner in that row, Shelly Kitzman, in the 37. The 12, Steve Henning. He's got the 5th row inside starting position with Dana Burdick in the 13 on his outside. U. Escobar, the 72, 11th quick in qualifying, has the 6th row inside spot. And the 4 of Sean Patchen will start next to him. Shane Haar, the 22, he's row 7 with Sean Green in the 271. The 25 of Kevin Spalding in the 8th row with Craig Bristol in the 39. Your 9th row, 52, Jesse Macy inside. Michael Everett, the 8 car outside. Dakota Dennis, the 19, has inside duty on row number 10 next to Frank Ranger in the 17. And the 45 of Corey Moore next to the 67 and Nick Lamb in the 11th row. And our 12th and final row, Russell Harrod, the 79, the 5 of Devin McCoy inside and out. All right, parade lap. They're going to get them tightened up. I'm pretty sure we get to go green right here out of turn number 4. Hello, Mindy. Hello, Marcy. All right, pace car stayed out. We'll come around one more time. Had some drivers catching up at the back. "100 times around," just about 61 miles. All right, pace car will get out of the way in turn number 4. And the green flag will fly. We're underway with Midwest Truck Series USA Speedway. Through 1 and 2, they stay side by side. Hattisbeck with a nice run off the top side of turn number 2. Now going to try to slide in line in behind Blevins. He'll do so in front of Vinny. That's your 3rd place truck. The 40 of Bear in 4th, and then Elijah Fisher already up to 5th. She got around Kitzman early. Tire management staying on pace is probably going to be the order of the day. Pearson 7th, Burdick and Bigelow trying to figure it out back here for 8th and 9th. They're the first two side by side. Just a couple more rows back, we've got another side by side. I think it's Bristol and Haar. But I want to watch this unfold and see who gets the best. Right there, that dip, the 27 car. He got just a little bit loose, and that may be enough to let Burdick clear him. And it looks like it is plenty, so we'll go back. I think they got it all worked out back here. Yeah, Bristol and Haar got it worked out. Escobar's in behind that. But Macy is taking a look. Macy moving up to 15th. Single file line. Oh, car turning down the backstretch. That is Craig Bristol. Caution. Craig Bristol went for the slow ride. 39 truck. Yep, just a little too anxious on the throttle coming up off of turn 2. So he'll be taking that in, see if they can pull that nose out. First caution on lap number 6. Blevins, Hattisbeck, Vinny, Bear, Fisher, Kitzman, Pearson, Bigelow, Burdick, and Henning. The top 10. Big blink right there out of Hattisbeck's truck. Well, let's do the numbers there, Jay. Just, 6-7 laps and a caution. I think you're going to be at about 12. Let's hope not. These guys have been very, very good about not having a lot of cautions. Now, we haven't done any short track racing yet. Everything's been kind of bigger tracks and road courses. But they have done very well to keep their caution counts down to 2 or 3 each night. Texas, I think they had 4, maybe 5. And 2 or 3 of those were just really self-spins that other guys got caught in because they just didn't have anywhere to go. Kansas was just a couple, maybe, 3. I know we went like lap 1, there was a caution, and we didn't get another one until way past halfway, and then we caught a couple at the end. But we're going to get them around. Lights are going off on the pace car. That means they're going to double them up. Back to green flag racing, this time out of turn number 4. Same front row. I think the same second row. $13, yeah. Yeah. That's an unlucky number. So we'll have to see. We can't get that far out there. All right, pace car's out of the way. Green flag back in the air. Back it all. Adam Vinny to the inside of Hattisbeck. Hattisbeck had a tiny slip getting in the corner. He rolled the truck in a little slow. And he is going to end up coming back out of 2 and getting it back through 3 and 4. He is blinking like Christmas tree lights right now. Vinny's still in the 3rd spot. Elijah Fisher around the top side. And he took 4th spot away from Bear. Bear slid back right in front of Kitzman. Pearson behind that. Bigelow, Burdick, and Henning still the top 10. Quickly, Jay, I was told by the series owners last night that while a lot of guys would take it as a slight, they do not. They think it is made it a lot more interesting, trying to hear what the over-unders are and trying to beat all of those numbers. So they kind of take it as a challenge. So I think on Tuesday nights, the over-under deal is probably here to stay. Blevins still out in front. Hattisback held on to second. Vinny in the third spot. Fisher, Barrett, Kitzman, Pearson, Bigelow, Burdick, and now Henning. Getting a little bit of a gap between himself and Patchen in 11th. I wanted to look because Ranger went to pit road a little while ago and I missed it apparently. But we're going to watch the top three as they start to get away a little bit. Elijah Fisher leading the second group. He's got Bear and Kitzman behind him, and ooh, it looked like he drugged the fence just a tiny bit there up the front stretch. Maybe forgot how wide that Ford F-150 was. Pearson in behind Kitzman. That's your 7th place truck, Bigelow. Then Burdick's got a gap in front and behind between Bigelow and Henning. And Henning is starting to get reeled in by Patchen in the 4. Haar started 13th. He's up to 12th. Jesse Macy started 17th. He's up to 13th right now. He is the big mover in the race. He and Nick Lamb. Lamb has picked up 4 spots as well. Blevins out in front, 22 flats, which is just about 3/10 off of qualifying for these guys. Well, Elijah Fisher was, when I clicked on him, he was there, and then he was gone. He's still in 4th. Not closing the gap on Vinny at all, but he and Todd Bear are starting to ease away a little bit from Kitzman. I don't know if that's Kitzman just trying to manage tires. No change in the top 10. Everybody kind of minding their own. Go back to Corey Moore here in 20th. There goes Michael Everett up the hill in 3 and 4, and he'll give up a spot to Corey Moore. 20th and 21st, 22nd, Devin McCoy, Russell Herod, and Frank Ranger back here. And Ranger, we'll get him when he comes out of turn 2. We'll see where the leaders are because his lap time's quite a bit off. Yeah, he's going to be a lap truck here before too long. His lap times are almost a half second off the leaders. Ride with our 3rd place driver. Just kind of maintaining his gap there. The top 3 have opened it up about a second and a half over 4th place. Blevins has got a second between himself and Hattisbeck and Vinny. And Vinny's about 3/10 behind. I think he's reeling in that 63 truck. But at this track, getting there is one thing. Getting around him, you're going to have to get a good run on the exit of the previous corner and try to make that straightaway as long as possible so you can get there before the entry to the next corner, or you're not going to get the real estate you need for sure. Fisher still leading this 3-truck pack right here. It looks to me that he's getting some guys that are getting a little antsy to get the nose to the inside. Trying to get him to move up the hill a little bit. They're playing a little peekaboo on the entry to the corners. That time Kitzman slid the rear end out of 2 pretty good. Caution to Dakota Dennis. Let's go watch the 19. He's right behind Escobar. Drove it in there pretty deep, and he just washed out and went right across the right front, or the left front. He just took that down in there pretty deep, and he could not keep that truck from drifting up. And Escobar just held his line. So caution number 2 comes at lap 29. Top 10 have not changed. Blevins, Hattisbeck, Vinny, Fisher, Barrett, Kitzman, Pearson, Bigelow, and Patchen. Here comes your leader and 3rd place. A host of trucks behind them coming in, but Hattisbeck, Fisher, Bear, I think Jesse Macy stayed out. Craig Bristol, Hugh Escobar stayed out. Everett, McCoy. I thought Dakota Dennis would for sure come to the pits since he spun it out and hit the fence. Ranger and Harold all stayed out, so 11 trucks stayed out, 13 that made it in, and now we'll start watching to see. Blevins will be the first out, and he'll have Adam Vinny right in tow. Kitzman will be tucked in behind that, and then Pearson, Bigelow, Patchen, Har, Henning, Lamb. I think Kevin Spaulding is rolling out. That's 21st, 22nd, Green, Burdick, and Moore just now cleared as the field makes it down to turn number 1. So interesting. So we're playing Deuces Wild. I can roll with that. All right, the lights are going to go off on the safety car. We are going to get ready to go back to green. Restart coming at lap number 33. Whole new cast at the front. Hattisbeck and Fisher on the front row. Bear and Macy, row 2. Bristol and Escobar in row 3. Everett and McCoy, row 4. Ranger and Harold, row 5. I'll tell you what, Todd Barrett is right on the bumper of Blevins, and they all spin tires in that front 7 or 8. Macy gets the worst of it as he has to go way out to the fence and roll off the throttle, and he's going to give up a couple of spots. Bristol went by. Escobar went by. Now Michael Everett is looking to get by down the backstretch. Blevins and Kitzman all ready to 8 and 9, and they are the first trucks on fresh tires. Kitzman went way wide for some reason. I think he got in the dirty stuff, and he just slid the truck way up the hill. '22 truck. Shane Hart working his way into this group, and it is 3 wide in turns 3 and 4. Ranger thought better of it, dropped out. He's going to lose a couple of spots, but he's going to keep that truck intact. Maybe he'll be able to fight a little bit harder later to get spots way up on the high side. 3 wide out of 2. That was Kitzman. Macy was in the middle. Shane Harr was on the bottom of that thing. Everybody survives. You got new tires mixed with old tires, and now you're looking at the 24. Leader before the caution, now up to 5th, and everybody in front of him, they're on older tires. I think it's just a matter of time. Go back and watch this group that's been 2 and 3 and almost 4 wide a couple of times here. Shane Harr following the 27 of Brock Bigelow around. He's letting Bigelow open the door, and then he is just jumping right through it, and Adam Vinny is trying to follow in the tire tracks and do the same. Kitzman now alongside Escobar, and he'll clear as well. So Escobar in 10th. Kitzman, Vinny, Harr, Bigelow through 6th. Oh, Shane Harr! He's going to be a caution.
Right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Let's go see. We get the drone cam out for this. I think he just got a little happy feet with his right foot for sure, and you can see it starts to yaw out, and it just keeps on going. So he'll blunt the nose of that Ford a little bit more than it already was. And he'll drop all the way to the back. Now this should make things interesting, because we'll see if any of these guys up front decide that now's their time to pit. It don't make much sense, but here they come. You only had a couple of laps, but I think they saw what the guys on fresh tires were able to do from 11th, 12th, 13th, all the way up to 5th in that short period of time. So I think they're going to go get tires and try to get right back to it. Bristol stayed out. So Blevins, Bristol, Bigelow, Vinny, Kitzman, Lamb, Pearson, Patchen, Green, and Henning. As Blevins gets back to the front, everybody behind that is all shuffled up. 11 cars went in that time. It's amazing. The number that stayed out last time was 11. The number that went in this time was 11. Kind of funny how those numbers work out. This math is mathing. Frank Ranger. Going to fall to the back. Came out of the pits. I'm not sure if he ran the stop sign at the end of pit road or not, but he is going to have to take 17 truck and take it all the way to the back. He might be a lap down now. Yes, Mr. Church. That is 3. Jay, did you tell me 3X when I asked you? Is that what you told me? Yeah, you could be close. 58 laps remaining, and we're doubled up, getting ready to go back to green. Blevins is back at the front row. Green flag. Bigelow, the truck on the inside. may be the spoiler in this. That time, Bristol missed one altogether. And he is going to give up a spot to Adam Vinny and one to Kitzman, so he's going to go back to fifth. And now the battle for fourth or third is on because Kitzman's got the inside and Vinny's going to fall in line. Move Kitzman, two-time winner in the series this season, up to the third spot. Vinny back to fourth. They're all chasing Bigelow and Blevins is saying, come and catch me if you can. Because he is starting to stretch this thing out again. Caution. Shane Haar. 22 truck. What happened to Shane? Oh, little contact there, and then, yeah. And he hit the wall in the same spot. That's twice. Captain Poofy. Captain Poofy's the one that just got into the back of the 22 truck, and I don't think he could do much because that contact with Escobar was so quick, and Haar's car got out of shape, and he had to break his momentum. And then 52 truck right into the tailgate. Haar is on pit road. Let's see. Back end is crunched there. Front end mangled. Pretty good. We'll see. I thought I saw black smoke coming out of that truck, but I'm not sure. Dakota Dennis once again in the pits. This is trip number 3 for him. Blevins, Bigelow, Kitzman, Vinny, Bristol, Lamb, Pearson, Green, Patchen, and Henning are the top 10. There goes the wave by truck. I think that's Frank Ranger that just went by. So we should take the green one lap short of or right on halfway. Some ominous looking pink clouds back there. See where we're at here. We do not get the one to go. Haar's truck still sitting on pit road. Now rolling out. He'll rejoin the field. He's going to be a couple of laps down, maybe 3. .22 truck falling all the way to the back. He does show to be 3 laps down. But we're doubled up at the front, and we will take the green flag to start lap 50. So we've about reached the halfway. 4 cautions at halfway. Oh, no. That puts Mr. Church right on track. Pace car out of the way, ready to go back to green, starting lap number 50. Blevins, another great start for the 24, but Kitzman got just as good a start. He'll sneak through into second. Now it's a battle for third. Bigelow and Vinny side by side into 3 and 4. At the line, Bigelow by a quarter of a truck. Behind that, Craig Bissell, Nick Lamb. And Nick Lamb started deep in this field. He started 22nd. And he is battling in the top 5-6 right now. Stephen Pearson, Sean Green in behind that. Battle for third is about to be settled because it looks like Adam Vinny is going to take that. And Bigelow has tried to do the cut under. But Vinny just was right in the line on the exit. And that'll keep Adam Vinny back in the top 3 spot. Bigelow, Lamb still side by side with Bristol, but he had a good run out of 4, found some fence, and now he's going to lose that spot. And maybe another one is Stephen Pearson in the 83 truck. Trying to work his way around, just could not get enough of a run out of 2 on the bottom. And Lamb will settle into the 6th spot. Elijah Fisher pitted from 2nd on the last caution, and he is now trying to take 9th spot away from Sean Patchen in the 2, and he'll get that done easily through turns 1 and 2.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution for Steve Henning. Oh, 12 driver fans. You guys are probably going to want to look away. Same thing that has happened to everyone coming out of turn 2. Oh, and then he gets hit well after the fact on the nose. So turn 2, very slick on exit, it looks like. And if you get a little happy with your right foot, she'll come around quick, fast, and in a hurry on you. So Craig Bristol drops out of 5th place, goes to pit road. Yeah, now we're getting to about every 12 lap average, and 100, but divided by 12 is just 8, basically. So Mr. Church might be really close. Blevins, Kitzman, Vinny, Bigelow, Lamb, Pearson, Green, Fisher, Patchen, and Burdick are the top 10 currently. Had a couple of trucks that went to pit road. Craig Bristol, Dakota Dennis, Frank Ranger looks like he is still on pit road. Ranger a lap down, Har 3 laps down. The only 2 trucks not scored on the lead lap currently. Looks like we'll get one more lap behind the pace car before we get the 1 to go signal. Oh, a lot of time. He's got 42 laps, probably about 40 when we get the green. Yeah, he's in 20th place right now. So we're going to double them up now. All right. Pace car in. We are ready to go back to green flag racing. We're going to start lap number 60. Blevins yet again with a fantastic start. Kitzman's going to fall in line in second. I think Adam Vinny's going to get around Bigelow. So top four have it all settled out. Nick Lamb, Stephen Pearson side by side. That is going to be for fourth and fifth. And there's Fisher. Back up here near the front again. Caution, that's Kevin Spaulding. I saw the 25 car out of the corner of my eye go around. What? Oh, got into the back of the 45 and then got run into from behind by 72. Then takes a shot in the left front from Devin McCoy in the 5. So he got into Casey Moore, and it just kind of started a chain reaction. And Kevin Spaulding not having a very good time at USA Speedway. So a quick restart, a quick caution. We'll get things sorted out, get these guys figured back around. Spaulding on pit road. Taking a look at the 25, make sure there's no damage or a minimal amount to the left front of that truck, and he is going to get away and get back into the fight. Frank Ranger now going to get his lap back. Where's Shane Haar in all this? Way to the back and still 3 laps down. He'll be the only car not on the lead lap at this point, so any future cautions, he should start getting wave rounds. May have a chance to get back onto the lead lap. Maybe. We would like to see about a 37-lap run here, or 36-lap run anyway. Craig Bristol been to pit road twice. Good Dakota Dennis 3 times. Kevin Spaulding twice. Frank Ranger and Shane Haar both 3 times. Everybody else, just 1 trip to pit road tonight. So you've got a bunch of different tire strategies going on out there. And it's going to be about lap 66, so we're going to have about 34 laps to get to the end of this one. All right, doubled up. It's going to be time to go back to green flag racing. 35 laps remaining. I seriously, honestly did not think we would have this many cautions in the whole 100 laps. These guys have been racing so clean and so good. Turn 2 has been pretty rough on quite a few drivers. So, pace car dropping out of the way, ready to go back to green in the start zone. Green flag back in the air. Oh, a missed shift from the 24. That's going to open things wide open for the outside row. Blevins totally missed a shift. I think it was from second to third. The truck almost came to a stop. It held up Adam Vinny. It let Kitzman fly by. Now it's letting Bigelow be to the outside. With Bigelow tucked on the outside, Blevins will get back by, and then Adam Vinny is now going to be the truck pulling alongside, trying to get onto the podium in the closing stages. Turn truck, that's going to be Nick Lamb. They're going to get it straight. Caution. I think that might have come out for that, and that is unfortunate because they got that all solved. They got every bit of that solved. That's totally unfortunate. Fisher got into Lamb a little and got him loose, and he started to turn around, and then he just drove up beside him and pushed on the door and turned that truck back straight. But iRacing had already decided that that was a caution. And that's totally unfortunate because the guys behind did a fantastic job. They didn't pile into that. They didn't pile into each other. They don't throw the caution. We're still racing green, and that would have been awesome. Caution number 7 with 30 laps to go. We'll go back to green with about 26, maybe. Yeah, caution 7, Jay. That might have been a good call, buddy. Did you ever answer my question, Jay? I didn't see. So, after the spin, Lamb goes in. Kitzman's got the lead. Blevins, Vinny, Bigelow, Fisher, Green, Burdick, Hattisbeck, Bear, and Macy are the top 10. Kitzman got it from the outside because Blevins totally missed a shift on their restart. And Kitzman has been pretty rock solid on his starts this whole season, and he just drove right on by. Everybody rolling by. Shane Haar got a wave by. He's now 2 laps down. It looks like we got one more lap behind the pace car before we get that 1 to go signal. All right, lights are off. We are doubled up. 38 laps. 28 laps. I'm sorry. Man, my math is not mathing. 28 laps. All right. Pace car out of the way. Can Kitzman get a good start? Yes, he can. Man, he's going to get a great start. He and Blevins have been on it. The only time Blevins made a mistake, it cost him the lead. And he just missed a shift. Vinny easily going to grab third away from Bigelow again. Now Elijah Fisher thought about trying to go to the inside of the 27 and caution behind. I think we're going to see it again. I'm not sure who's going to get turned who here. I want to go back here and look and see. It might be right there. Yeah, 45. Oh, yeah, that's completely around. Corey Moore just got turned all around. So there's 8, and we still have 26 laps remaining. Restart's the enemy of the people right now. I think you'll see Shane Haar get another wave around. And he will be to 1 lap down. He needs at least one more caution, and then he can start racing for spots again. Kitzman, Blevins, Vinny, Bigelow, Fisher, Hattisbeck, Green, Burdick, Bear, and Macy. Jesse Macy back in the top 10 again. Patchen, Bristol, Everett, Lamb, Harold, Dennis, Pearson, McCoy, Escobar, and Spalding through the top 20, and then you've got Ranger, Henning, Moore on pit road, and Shane Haar, who I think just got a waiver round. Maybe he didn't. No, he's still showing 2 laps down. I thought for sure he was getting his waiver round. We should see lights go off right here. They do, so we'll double up once again. I show Shane Haar 1 lap down, but that shows him 2. All right, lights are off. Pace car is going to get out of the way. Can we get 24 green laps in?
Green flag, green flag.
We're about to find out as the green flag flies one more time, and Kitzman gets a fantastic start once again. This time, Blevins doesn't miss a shift. He'll stay tight and close to him. Vinny and Bigelow, well, they're going to go at it again for third side by side. Fisher's tucked in there, and then Hattisbeck back inside the top 6. Taking him a long time. Caution, and there's number 9. Todd Bear. 40 truck. Issues. Oh, he just got lifted up and turned, and Macy got turned as well, but he saved it. Let's go back. And let's get a little droney drone here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he just got he got the old chrome horn. And he got the chrome horn off of a locomotive right there. So Kitzman, Blevins, Bigelow was ahead of Vinny at the time of the caution. He'll take third. Vinny fourth. Fisher still fifth. Hattisbeck sixth. Burdick, Green, Bristol, and Macy. So Bear in his pit stall. There goes Patchen. He'll roll back out. Corey Moore just got back out. He went in again. Shane Haar's on a wave around lap. Still a lap down. So dwindling laps here a little bit. I think everybody's going to have to be perfect on this next restart. You still have 22 trucks on the lead lap. We will restart with 17 laps remaining. All right, pace car getting out of the way. It is time to get back to it. 18 laps to go.
Green flag, green flag.
And the green flag coming back out. Top three get great starts. Adam Vinny maybe trying to finish up a sandwich over there. Restarting the outside of that second row. He is going to lose a spot. Elijah Fisher alongside in the 2 truck. Out of 4, now Hattisbeck pulls to the inside of the 11. Top 3 easily getting away
All right, man.
from
Caution is
4th, and now we've got cars around. Is Patchen part of this? He may be coming into something that already started. Yeah, 19 got turned a little, and then he comes right down Patchen, nowhere to go. Bear had nowhere to go as well. I thought I saw smoke real quickly, and then the caution flew. So double digits for caution count tonight. USA, I said at the beginning, this place can be great or it can be really, really tricky. And man, high humidity, which maybe is, keeping the track a little slicker than normal, but turns 1 and 2 have really been bad spot all night long. Well, they've been out there a long time, so I'm going to give him a break. He was probably hungry. But, coming to the green on a restart is probably not where you want to finish your sandwich yet. Just say it. So it looks like we're going around one more time. While we do that, I'll remind everybody tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern Time. Should go live right in that neighborhood. Netcode Esports Red Driver Mighty Midget Series. Doubleheader. They do a random heat draw. Then consolation if they need it. Feature with a 6-car redraw. Turn around and do qualifying where they lock the top 5 into the feature. Everybody else goes through LCQ. The winner of the LCQ joins the other 5 in the redraw, and then another 35 of that feature. That's all the shows for this week. Next week, a limited schedule. Single show on Monday, single show on Sunday, doubleheader on Monday, single show on Wednesday, and then a special event Thursday night after everybody gets into their tryptophan coma. So make sure you join us and say hi. 100 lapper, big blocks at Knoxville. We'll have some special guests on to chat, and we will be giving some things away. So be sure that you tune in, and we'll tell you how to get yours if you become a winner. All right, lights are off. We're going to have 11 laps still on the board. Kitzman and Blevins a front row. Bigelow and Fisher in row 2. Vinny and Hattisbeck row 3. Burdick and Bristol, Green and Lamb 4 and 5. All right, pace car dropping off to the infield. They're in the start zone. Green flag. Kitzman's got a good restart. He'll grab the lead. Now, Blevins to get in there. Caution once again. This is a big one. I think Jesse Macy's in this. Oh. There's Escobar. There went Henning. Kitzman not minding the cautions probably because, I mean, he's getting amazing restarts and he probably doesn't mind that the laps tick off while he is out there just kind of cruising in front. Bigelow, Fisher, then Vinny fifth. And I thought Bigelow was going to have second until that caution because he was alongside and starting to inch past Blevins right there. Here comes Shane Haar to get his final lap back. He's going to be on the lead lap. With about 8 to go, he's probably going to get about 6 when we finally take the green. Macy just made it back out, but he went a lap down in doing so. Going to pit road after the spin. And then Escobar is also off at the lead lap. I have no idea when that happened. I didn't see him go to the pits and get held up. So long and arduous has been the order of the evening. Lights staying on the pace car, so we're going to go around at least one more time. And then we'll get the one to go. We'll probably have a 5-lap shootout here. All kinds of pop-ups. All right, we'll see if we get one to go this time by. We should. Everybody's pretty much where they're supposed to be. Wave arounds have been taken care of. Nobody on pit road. Lights do go off. We will get the restart. It will be a 5-lap shootout. All right, 5 to go. The wave lap coming up this time as we take the green. End of caution period number 11. Kitzman got a pretty good start, but so did Blevins. And Kitzman will slam the door getting into turns 1 and 2. He wanted that angle. Look behind Bigelow, third. Vinny fourth, and Vinny on the attack. He got around Elijah Fisher on the restart. Here they come side by side, Burdick and Hattisbeck. There's Craig Bristol. There's Jeremy Lamb. Caution coming out again. That was brutal. That's a hard lick. That was a pretty hard lick right there. Yeah, little right hook. Moved up the hill right onto the nose of Bristol's truck, and around he goes. 5 to go. The intensity ratcheted up a little bit right there, and I think the exit line was closed off, and Mr. Lamb just couldn't keep the truck right on the bottom trying to get back to the throttle, and he right hooked himself. So we should get a 2-lap shootout. I think they have it set up. There goes Macy to get his lap back. Now we got 23 trucks on the lead lap, at least until we get around here. Nick Lamb probably, well, no, he's going to roll it back out. If he can stay in front of the field, he will stay on the lead lap. Yeah, Nick Lamb will stay on the lead lap. We do have 23 back on the lead lap here. So we will have a 2-lap shootout. Let's just agree to disagree on that. Kitzman, Blevins, Bigelow, Vinny, Fisher, Burdick, Hattisbeck, Bristol, Pearson, and Green are the top 10. We'll have another 2-lap shootout. Lights off, they'll double up. All 24 cars still on the track. '23 still on the lead lap. Anything can happen. I think at some point in the night we talked about this could be 12 cautions if they averaged 8 laps. Caution period number 12 coming to a close. Green flag about to drop.
Green, green, green.
This time Kitzman gets a lot better start than he did the last time. Blevins and Bigelow, good starts for them. The battle will be for that 3rd spot. They're pushing, they're shoving, they're bumping, they're grinding. They're 3 wide out of 2. Vinny's got the advantage, but Fisher's up the inside. He moves Bigelow up the hill. Wrecking behind Bristol.
Caution is out.
And Burdick. This time I think we're going to be able to agree that this was another punt. Yeah. Yep. So we'll lock it down. I don't know how many of these green-white checkers they have scheduled, but I'm pretty sure this is number 3 for that. Kitzman, Blevins, Vinny, Fisher, Bigelow, Bristol, Hattisbeck, Green, Pearson, Ranger. And at one point in the middle of this race, Frank Ranger in the 17 truck was a lap down. I want to say it was before lap 40. He was a lap down. He is now inside the top 10. Perseverance. Somebody in chat's a little salty. Let's make it clear. I don't care who wins the race or who's what. I'm going to call it like I see it. It's okay to disagree. But we don't have to be rude about it. Everyone makes mistakes, even your favorite driver. Kitzman, Blevins, Vinny, Fisher, Bigelow, Bristol, Hattisbeck, Green, Pearson, and like I was talking about, Ranger. And he was a lap down way early in this thing. Before lap 40. And he has fought back, and he put the 17 truck in the top 10 right now. Yeah. Like I said, we can have differing opinions, and I'm okay with that. But that second comment, absolutely uncalled for. So we'll wait for them to get down to the one to go. We'll get them doubled up again. We'll try another green-white checker finish. Oh, you know I will, Bill. Because I sit behind one doesn't mean I hide behind the keyboard and go after people. Because I will do it in public just as easily. I don't feel the need to have to. Everybody's entitled to opinion. You may not like the call. That's okay. Because you have a voice doesn't mean you should use it. Sometimes you just keep things to yourself. Some people can't learn that. I understand. All right, we're about ready to get back at it. See if we can get this green-white checker in, finish this thing up. It's been a long 100 laps. I think we're on about 115 now. We're actually at 107. Green flag back in the air once again. Another perfect restart from Kitzman. Blevins got off the outside pretty good. The battle will be for third once again. Elijah Fisher up high. Adam Vinny down low. They're going to come out of two side by side and drag race to turn 3. This is the battle that we'll keep watching. That time, Fisher willing to drive it in very deep to the corner, but he couldn't get that same rotation to get out. Now he's right in the door of the 11. They're both going to wreck. White flag was already taken. This one's going to go to the house. It is over tonight. Kitzman, Blevins, I think. Bigelow got away from that pretty clean. And Bigelow going to hang on for third. Hattisbeck and Green, 4 and 5. Boys up front. And I think they were trying to congratulate each other, and they spun each other out. While we wait, let's take a quick look. See what finishing order looked like. Kitzman, Blevins, Bigelow, Hattisbeck, Green. Ranger up to 6th, Dennis 7th, Everett in 8th, Patch in 9th, Bear 10th, Har 11th, Moore 12th, Henning 13th, Lamb was 14th, Harrell 15th, McCoy 16th, Pearson 17th, Spalding in the 18th spot. 19th was Macy, Vinny 20th, Fisher 21st, Escobar, Burdick, and Bristol 22 through 24. So let's go down and try to chat. Well, we can't go from there and chat with him. Can't go from there and chat with him either. Our camera broken right there. So let's just do this one. There goes your winner. He's going to streak off and head down. Let's go right there. Nope, too far forward. Our interview camera broken. It just takes me to the infield. I don't like it very much. So let's get ready and talk to Mr. Bigelow. I'm sure we got to move these guys. Blevins. I see Corey Blevins. And Kitzman. Kitzman usually. Oh, he's in there too. Great. Fantastic. Here we go. Talk to our third place finisher, Brock Bigelow. Brock Bigelow, you got a copy? Brock Bigelow. Oh, hey, can't keep moving yourself. Brock Bigelow, you got. Every time I move him in, he moves himself out. Brock Bigelow, do you have a copy? Okay. Let's try this one. Corey Blevins, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, I tried to talk to Mr. Bigelow, and he kept taking himself out of the channel, so we'll wait on him. You got to the front there, and I thought you pitted a little early. Man, you kind of made this work except for that one restart, and I want you to tell me what was going on that restart.
Just missed a gear. I mean,
I knew it.
Missed a gear, man. It is what it is. He had too many yellows there. Just couldn't get it back. I think if we would have had a longer green flag run, I think I definitely had something for him. But, you win some, you lose some, and I'll bound to win one of them. one of these times.
The late race cautions really played against what you were trying to do there. I'm sure you wanted to have a lot longer run because it was going to be better for you on tires.
Yeah, I wanted a few yellows there just so we could, make it on fuel because, if it would have went green there, we were not going to make it. We would have had to come in. So I wanted a few. But definitely didn't want that many. I especially after I blew that restart, I needed more laps to get past Shelly there. So it is what it is. Really good run, though. I think that's my best finish in the league so far. So, and I got the pole, too, so I was really happy about that. Had a really good lap in qualifying, so and led a lot of laps, so I'm pretty proud of that.
All right, man. Well, some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you go celebrate with your team.
Hey, I just appreciate you broadcasting. And then I think I've got them on my truck. Keys Architects and Associates. They're actually based in Louisville, Kentucky. They're an architecture firm. So been with me for a long time. So give them a shout-out.
Well, thanks.
Appreciate
thanks for chatting
you.
with us.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the run, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That is Corey Blevins. He finishes in second. Now, let's see if we can get Brock Bigelow in the channel and get him to stay. Brock, are you there? No, he will not stay in this channel with me. I do not get it. I'm going down here. Brock Bigelow, are you there? Hello, Brock.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. I kept trying to bring you in the channel, and it kept jumping you out of there, so I don't know what was going on. Third place finish tonight, and you had to fight for every single position you grabbed tonight. Tell us a little bit about this long race.
That was a lot of fun. I mean, short tracking, that's where it's at with these trucks. And these guys are so much fun to race with. I mean, your heart's pounding, smiling from ear to ear the whole time. There's a great group of guys to run with. This is a really awesome car and track combo. It definitely, like you said, had to work for it, but got a little lucky there at the end. Unfortunately for Adam, he got involved in that incident there, but slipped by and was able to finally get in this interview room.
Yeah, well, we kind of been waiting all season. We've talked to you before the race a couple of times, but never on the podium here. And you said this truck or this car and track combination, it looked like it was super slick in 1 and 2. Everybody was kind of getting out of shape, and a lot of guys lost a truck coming out of 2. Was it really just that slick coming out of 2, or was it just happy feet?
A little bit of both. Happy feet. This track is a tire shredder. It's a cheese grater, and at least for me, a lot of it was getting your entry right. If you can get the entry right, get the truck to rotate and just float it right to the bottom and smoothly load the right rear up, then you can get a lot of speed. But a lot of it was, we were hoping for a good long run like those first 50 laps. Then it would have been, we'd have seen some comers and goers, but that's the nature, again, of short track racing, but still just an absolute ton of fun. Happy to get a third place finish, bouncing back after last week.
All right, man. Well, an awesome run tonight. Give me some shout-outs, and we'll let you get out of here.
Thanks thankful for these guys, man. This is an awesome league to run in, and happy I'm a part of it, and ready to follow up with another good run next week.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. We'll look forward to seeing you back here next Wednesday night.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Brock Bigelow picking up a third-place finish tonight, and now we'll talk to the three-time winner in the series, Mr. Kitzman. Man, you just keep ending up at the front of these things.
Yeah, I think tonight's the first one I can really say I got lucky. Definitely was on the right strategy, and I think if we would have got, heck, even 5 green flag laps between lap 50 and the end, I think Corey would have got to me. But just got lucky at the end there. Obviously, that's never how you want a race to go, but the first 40, 50 laps is why this group's such a great, amazing group to come out at a short track and race like that. It's amazing. And then, what happened, it happens. It's iRacing, it's a short track, but I think the first 50 laps was amazing.
Well, you've been really, really consistent all season long with your restarts, and that's what inevitably won this for you tonight. Did you realize that he missed a shift right there? And what'd you think after you figured that out?
Yeah, for sure. Right away, I wasn't sure. I know you can kind of spin the tires here, so I wasn't sure if that's what happened, and he just got off it super heavy, or if he did miss a shift, and kind of just handed it to me there, because definitely wouldn't have got to him with all the cautions we got, so definitely lucky there. It was definitely Corey's race to win.
Well, a win is a win is a win, and you got 3 of them in the series now, man. That's a pretty tight stranglehold on the points lead. What's the plan for the remaining races? Just kind of stay the course, or are you just going to keep going for it every week?
Yeah, just going to keep going for it. I think mile and a halfs are my bread and butter, so as we get some more of those, short tracks are definitely where I struggled. So to get lucky tonight at a track like this, definitely good for the points, but just keep going at it, going for as many wins as I can, keep having fun.
Well, I can appreciate somebody that's just going to sit there and say, know what, F it, send it. I'm going to do it every week, points lead or not, man. Big picture, especially when you get to the end. But go get you some more wins, man. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you go celebrate this one here tonight.
Yeah, shout out to you, Roger, for broadcasting this every week. Some nights, like tonight, those last 50 laps, I know it's hard to do on your point. And then shout out to everyone who puts this league on. They do a hell of a job.
All right, man. Congrats again, and I'll see you next Wednesday night.
Thank you, Roger. Have a great week.
A race winner here at USA Speedway tonight, Shelly Kitzman, the 37 truck. We've already taken a look at our official results. There you go. He's going to give us a little more of a burnout. That's going to do it for us here tonight. It was great at the start. It got a little rough at the end, and I'm sure the drivers will take care of that themselves before we come back next week. 3-time winner in the series, man. That is a big stranglehold on them points. The rest of these guys are going to have some work to do to catch up to the 37. So should be a good one. Rest of the way, they go all the way through January. So we got a lot of races left. Appreciate you guys being here. Without you, there's no reason for us to do this. Without all the great leagues giving us great racing every single night, there's nothing for us to cover. Pats on the backs and high fives all around on that. Till we see y'all the next time, which hopefully will be tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern. Peace and love.